A house divided against itself cannot stand. Good afternoon, everyone. Today I stand before you to speak against the motion. The strong states make a strong nation. And I begin with a simple thought. A nation is not the sum of its parts, it is a soul, a spirit, a shared identity. India is not merely a collection of 28 states and 8 union territories. India is an idea, an emotion, a civilization that has stood the test of times not because its states were strong individually, but because we stood together as one. Our constitution clearly states in Article 1 India, that is Bharat, shall be a union of states. This phrase was deliberately chosen by the framers of our constitution to emphasize that India is not a traditional federation like United States. Our states do not have the right to secede. They are a part of a permanent, indivisible whole. The idea that strong states make a strong nation may sound appealing, but it risks encouraging division. It risks turning cooperation into competition, and it risks weakening the very foundation of our democracy. The concurrent list in the seventh schedule allows both the center and the state to make laws on subjects like education, forest, and marriages. Why? Because these are national concerns. They affect every Indian, not just one nation. The emergency provision under Article 356 allows the center to intervene when states fails to follow constitutional norms. This isn't about control, it's about safeguarding democracy. Let me now bring in some powerful judicial voices that have shaped our understanding of center-state relations. First, State of West Bengal versus Union of India 1963. This case questioned whether Parliament could acquire land in a state without its consent. The Supreme Court ruled in the favor of the centre, stating that India is not a traditional federation but a union of states. Second, S.R. Bomai versus Union of India 1994. This landmark case dealt with the misuse of Article 356 and dismissal of states' government. The Supreme Court laid down strict guidelines for imposing President's rule but upheld the centre's authority to intervene when state violates constitutional norms. Third, Keshwananda Bharti versus State of Kerala 1973. This historic case introduced the basic structure doctrine stating that federalism, unity and integrity of the nation are the basic parts of the constitution's case. The unity and integrity of the nation is the basic feature of the constitution and cannot be altered. These cases collectively affirm that while states are important, the strength of India lies in its constitutional unity and the guiding role of the center. Let's imagine a cricket team where every player wants to be a captain. Will that team win? No, because the leadership must be unified, strategies must be shared, and the goal must be common. Similarly, if every state pulls in a different direction, prioritizing its own laws, its own language, its own culture, the nation will suffer. We have seen glimpses of these in debates over languages, water sharing, and even COVID-19 policies. When states act in isolation, the people suffer. As Dr. B.R. Ambedkar said, I want all Indians to be Indians first, Indians last, and nothing else but Indians. Let's now look beyond India. China's development is the textbook example that how strong central planning can transform a nation. Through its 5-year plans, China sets a unified national goals across sectors like infrastructure, technology, education, and environment. The central government coordinates development across provinces, ensuring that even remote region benefits from national progress. Major projects like road and belt and road initiatives, high-speed rail networks, and smart cities were centrally planned and executed, lifting millions out of poverty. India's federal structure allows states to pursue their own development paths. While this has led to innovation, it has also created uneven progress. States like Kerala, Tamil Nadu, and Gujarat, they have strong health, education, and industrial models. But states like Bihar, Odisha, and Uttar Pradesh, they lag behind due to poor governance, weak infrastructure, and lack of coordination. This disparity shows that state strength also doesn't guarantee national strength. Without central support and coordination, development remains fragmented. Let us take a real example. During COVID-19 pandemic, it was the central government that coordinated vaccines distribution, managed lockdowns, and supported states financially. Strong states alone cannot fight national crisis. We need strong coordination, shared resources, and unified approach. The center handles the center handles national security, financial policy, and economic planning. These are not state level issues. They require unified action. If every state becomes too powerful, they may start prioritizing regional pride over national unity. This can lead to conflicts, confusion, and even constitutional breakdowns. India is a country of many cultures, languages, and traditions. But our strength lies in our ability to live together, work together, and dream together. If we focus only on making the state strong, we risk dividing this beautiful mosaic into isolated pieces. If we focus making the nation strong, if we focus making the nation strong, every state will benefit. As Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel, the Iron Man of India, said, every Indian should forget that he is a Rajput, a Sikh, or a Jat. He must remember that he is an Indian. So let me end with this. Strong states may shine individually, but only a strong nation carry them forward. Let us not build walls between states. Let us build bridges. Let us not chase regional pride. Let us embrace national unity. Because in the end, strong nation makes strong states, not the other way around. Thank you. Any questions?
Right, hello. So you presented the example of China, right? So there is a scholar called Wen Ang who actually argued that China grew because of decentralization, or India or China's economy would have faltered. Like different provinces like Guangdong focuses on export oriented manufacturing, etc. Do you think if the provinces in China were not strong, China would have come to be what you would consider a strong nation, which is very quantifiable in your terms?
Thank you for the question. As I have already mentioned in my speech as well, that strong states may shine individually, but only a strong nation carry them forward. So if a particular state is focusing on one sector and not the other sector, if one uh, sorry, but can you repeat the question?
Absolutely, yes. So my question is that there is a very prominent Chinese scholar who's Wen Yang. He argued that China's economy actually bolstered because of decentralization and because they focused on making the provinces strong. Like there are different provinces who focus on different things. Like I have given the example of Guangdong, which focuses on export oriented manufacturing. Do you believe if these states were not allowed the autonomy or the requisite strength in order to bolster these sector specific innovations, would China have become the economic powerhouse that it is today?
Uh, China, as I don't know about the what you stated about the philosopher, whatever, but I want to say that yeah, individual when China is becoming having so top of in top of the uh,